Hey, kind of have a sound effect going on it right now. I'll play it with a normal sound in just a moment, but anyway, it'll kind of sound like this when you get it down. This is just a bit of the riff, and I'll teach you the whole piano song in just a moment. Cool. So that's kind of like the riff that you hear at the beginning and kind of the main riff you hear going throughout. So let's start with just that. By the way, the sound effect that I have on is kind of like a choir kind of sound. If you have a keyboard, you might want to look for choir or like a synth choir or like techno choir, something like that. Alright, so anyway, left hand is just playing the C note. I was playing an octave, so it kind of went off, but kind of like a C to a C. You could do it just a C note would sound great. Anyway, the right hand is going C, 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 E, C, C, C. Now these ones are kind of like that little 1, 2, 3. Those little fast 1, 2, 3s happen. 1, 2, 3. E, 1, 2, 3. C, C. E, 1, 2, 3. C, C. E, C, C, C. E, C, C, C. G, A. Cool. So that's kind of the riff that you'll hear a lot. If you were doing it with just a piano sound, let's get that real quick. Anyway, same notes and all for sure. C. Cool. All right. Cool. So not too many chords in this. Let's go through the chords that I'll be using. I'll be using a C. I'll do a C like that. Those two notes in the left hand. There's a D minor in there. I'll be doing there. Those two notes, a D and an A. It's best to do with your pinky and your thumb. I'm just doing it like that so you get a good view of it. Then F. That's the only other chord that's in there. Alright, cool. So a lot of it's just kind of like, you could do something kind of like that. There's not a lot of, there's kind of like a synth kind of pulsating beat. This is in the key of C, so let me just give you a couple ideas. A lot of time when I'm playing the key of C, it has those notes. A lot of times I'll put my thumb on the fifth note, C, D, E, F, G. I'll put it on the G. Gives me all those notes. So that sounds pretty good. Strip to the waist, fall into the river. Or I could do something like that. Cover your eyes. So any of these kind of would sound good at any time with what the left hand is doing. Cool. So now I'm going to make my way through some of the song. I'll call out chords as I go. And there's a couple specific parts. I'll point those out when we come up to them. Also, it really helps. You know, I just made my own chord sheet. A lot of times you can't find these for piano. A lot of times, but they're easy enough to find for guitar, where you can kind of type in guitar chords for this particular song, and you'll find free resources where you can find chord sheets. So that way you know when you change in between chords. So anyway, starting off on C. Here we go. Stripped to the waist, we fall into the river. Cover your eyes so you don't know the secret. Trying to F high, we held our breath to see our names written on the wreck of C6. That was the year I knew the panic was over. Yeah, since we F out, since we found out that anything D minor happened, anything could happen, anything F happened, anything could happen, anything D minor happened, anything could happen, anything could C. Then it's back in that original part. Cool. Then we're into back into the verse, starting on a C. After the war, said we fight together. Then you'll hear that this techno kind of sound coming in at that point. C, F, F, E. So it starts. After the war, we said we'd fight together. I guess we thought it's just what humans do. Here it goes again. Letting darkness F grow, because we need its palette and we need its color. But now I've seen through, staying on the F, and now I know the truth. Anything could happen, just hangs on the F. Anything could happen, anything could happen, anything could happen, anything could. Back to C. That goes a couple times, and then the next part kind of has like this techno kind of sound to it, definitely there. So like if I put on like a techno kind of sound, kind of like these arpeggio things. So what I'm doing here is basically taking like it goes between an F chord and a D minor chord. An F chord, 1, 3, 5 is right there, doing those same notes. If I do those fast, and the next one is D minor, 1, 3, 5, D, F, and A. Same deal on the right hand. So you can just kind of like go up. Babe, starting on the F, E. I give you everything, D minor, E. Alright, so that works, or you could kind of like, that works as well. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. You could do that pattern. Whichever one you think sounds better, with the piano sound, or the first one that I showed. Alright, so I'll go with the first one, starting on F. Baby, gave you everything, D minor, I gave you everything, F, I gave you everything, D minor, I don't think I need to see you. And then I'm back into that kind of like original areas. I know it's gonna be, 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 to F. I know it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be. Back to original. Cool. Alright, so that original riff goes to the very end of the song. And it is a cool song. I really like that one. So anyway, I hope it helps, and thank you for watching. See you later.